and welcome back to Crafting with Katie. Today we're going to be doing our third installment of our dog craft, and we're going to be doing some cross stitching. So I've cross stitched for a really long time. I remember doing some cross stitching when I was really little, summer projects and everything like that. I made this cross stitch before for a coworker of mine. She had 2 golden retrievers. So we're going to use this same pattern here, and we're going to swap out the colors so that it matches Jackson. Let's go ahead and get started. You'll need thread and some Ida. That's the fabric you stitch on. You'll also need a blunt needle, hoop, and the pattern. The first thing you'll want is to check out your pattern. You can find patterns online. Etsy is a good spot to look. Find the center of your pattern and mark it. Do the same with your fabric. Thread your needle. I like to keep the thread length no longer than my arm. What I like to do is pick a color and go around the pattern. We're going to start with black. Go figure, because Jackson is black. Cross stitching is a lot of counting, and double counting, and counting again. An all black dog is a little difficult. I tried mixing the gray and the black to try to add definition, but it ended up looking like a gray dog, not Jackson. So I started all over again. I'm not going to use gray at all this time. I'm going to stitch the dog in all black and use a white straight stitch to add depth. I want to make sure that I leave space to put some white thread on his chest and around his mouth. I'm splitting the 6 tiny strands in half using 3 on this project. White to separate the legs and the arms. A little white on Jackie's chest. I had to double check to make sure I got the right shade of brown for his eyes. The cross stitch didn't look quite complete, so I decided to stitch out Jackson's name on the bottom. I looked up what lettering I wanted to do, drew it out, and practiced ahead of time. Now it's time to frame it. Iron the creases out. I'm going to attach the cross stitch to a foam board. Make sure the foam will fit in the frame. Wrap the fabric around the board and crease the Ida. Use this as a guide to trim where necessary. I used pins to hold in place as I sewed the backside together to make it taut. Slide it in, add a picture on the other side, and our project is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. We've got more dog crafts ahead.